many of you know about NewMe. We started almost 2 years ago in June 2011, and our focus is underrepresented minorities. So we're kind of like a lot of the other technology accelerators that exist, except we focus on African Americans, Latinos, and women, so the people that you typically see not really represented running technology companies. In addition to that, we're a residential accelerator, and so that means all of the founders that you see from here have come from around the country to live in San Francisco and work together in 12 weeks. So it's quite an investment of their time and not to mention their effort. Google has been a partner of ours from day one, and so we're super happy and excited to continue the relationship with them. One of the things that we're doing is we actually have pop-up accelerators, and if you're familiar with the concept of a pop-up shop, it's kind of like that, but it's an accelerator. It's a 3-day condensed version of what we do here in 12 weeks. And Google is our exclusive partner for that, and so we're really excited just to continue all of the great work that we're doing here with them around the country. We're visiting 13 cities in 2013, so it's a lot. And every time we talk about adding a new city or visiting a new place, my team kind of sighs, but we're going to get it all done, and it's going to be an awesome time. I'm going to introduce you guys to an advocate, really, and a great friend and partner at Google, and that's Mary Grove. I always want to call you him and cool. Mary just got married, so I always want to call her by her maiden name, but she is now Mary Grove, and she's been just a great supporter of the work that we're doing, and we couldn't have a better partner with this. Before Mary gets up and begins, we actually want to show you a video of some of the work that Google for Entrepreneurs is doing.
Google for Entrepreneurs is our umbrella effort of all of Google's programs and partnerships that support startups and entrepreneurs around the world. Today we have roughly 50 different efforts live in over 30 countries around the world. On the partnership front, we work with an amazing organization called Startup Weekend. They're a team that puts on these 54-hour weekend events. They hack throughout the weekend and launch companies on Sunday night. One of my favorite programs is called Jagriti Yatra, and it's a train ride across rural India with about 400 really energized youth and mentors. They discuss and they iterate and they get off really inspired and ready to go out there and implement that idea. Women Entrepreneurs on the Web is a program to get female entrepreneurs onto the web to help build and market and then scale their businesses.
It's a great place to get ideas, great place to network with women who are pursuing their passion.
We're really excited about a number of programs across the Middle East and North Africa. With our local office in Tel Aviv, we're seeing a lot of opportunities for technology and entrepreneurship, like hackathons with both Palestinian and Israeli youth, for example. Campus London is one of our most exciting initiatives.
It's a 7-story building filled with startups where startups can get workspace, access events, mentorship, all under one roof.
Having an environment like this, you have specialists in each field.
I would never have had the chance to meet people who are developers, who are designers. There isn't anywhere else where you can do this.
There's a huge opportunity to continue to make an impact, to scale this work, and we really want to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs and startups to be successful. So good evening.
Hello.
Hi, on behalf of the entire Google team, I just want to give you a very warm welcome to Google. We are so happy to have you with us here tonight. First off, to the founders, I want to say just tremendous congratulations on your journey. We at Google have been so proud and privileged to be a part of the NewMe journey from the first chapter, as Angela mentioned, through to your graduation today. And you very much as an organization embody the values and the spirit of entrepreneurship that we hope to promote and grow all over the world. So you heard a little bit about our mission with Google for Entrepreneurs, and I really will say that our work has taken us to over 100 countries around the world, and I truly believe that the most fundamental layer to success is really all about community. And I've come to know the importance of programs like NewMe, these structured accelerators that really help propel and fuel entrepreneurs forward. But really it's that layer on top of the community. So it's so special for us to see all of you gather here today, communities of supporters and friends and investors. The founders have had a very action-packed day. This is actually the second round of demos. So they did a demo day this morning at 10 o'clock for an audience of investors. So I just want to say congratulations. Tonight is really an opportunity for us to all kick back, relax, and just really enjoy a great evening. So with that, it's my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker to share a few words. Another Google for Entrepreneurs partner and a good friend, and Fadi Bishara. Fadi is the founder of Blackbox, and Blackbox is a global accelerator based down in Atherton. So they're really focused on bringing top accelerator partners, entrepreneurs from top accelerators to the Valley. And our philosophy, which we very much share, is that entrepreneurship is thriving everywhere in communities and corners all over the world. And it's about connecting those communities because we are truly one global community. And I think the web has really democratized entrepreneurship, lowered the barriers to entry, given us access to a global audience from day one. And it's more exciting and more vibrant than it's ever been before. So truly excited to have you here tonight. Can't wait for the second round of pitches. And please join me in welcoming Fadi Bishara.
Okay, well, thank you, Angela, and thanks, Mary. Thanks for all of you. It's a great privilege and an honor to be here with you. I'm always in awe with great entrepreneurs who are trying to build things from scratch, create value, and build big create value all around the world. Do I have a clicker or something for my thing?
Clicker, right?
My name is Fadi Bishara. I don't know why I feel like I want to speak louder. I'm not hearing it. I'm originally from Syria, and I've lived in the US now more than I've lived in Syria. And I'm the founder of Blackbox, like Mary mentioned. We're an accelerator focused exclusively, very similar to what Angela and NewMe is doing. We are focused exclusively on companies that they're based outside of the US. So what we're trying to do is connect these great companies, great startups, with the resources that are available here in Silicon Valley. We also work out of a big house, so we have a residential program, and okay, I'm a little confused now. Driving by the slide. I've traveled a lot, and I meet with a lot of great founders all around the world. I've been to more than 30 cities in the past 18 months or so, and I've met some fantastic entrepreneurs. This is really great. The ability to create company with the technologies that we have and with the internet. People could start companies from all corners. I've been to all the way to Siberia and to Chile, actually within like 2 weeks of each other, from way on top of the world all the way down to the end. And many countries in between. I go and speak at different programs and different accelerators. The programs that we have at Blackbox is we have 3 different primary programs. One of them is called the residency. Basically, if you're an entrepreneur visiting Silicon Valley, you're welcome to stay at the Blackbox. You connect with a community of other entrepreneurs from all around the world, and you get to do business, and you get to be inspired, and you get to make new connections. And this is something that we offer for founders that they're based outside of the US. The other program that we have is a 2 weeks program. We call it Blackbox Connect. It's more of an intensive experience of Silicon Valley. And we're very happy and proud and honored to have Google for Entrepreneurs supporting the next program that we're going to do in July. We're going to do it with a lot of, we've selected some of the partners that Google for Entrepreneurs working with globally, and they're going to send companies here to Silicon Valley for the 2 weeks. And then we have a program that extends up to 1 year, and this program is when we help some of these companies that they decide to set up offices and set up corporate in the US and raise money from the US, and we work with them that way. So the talk that I prepared to you today, this evening, is called Founder Market Fit. And to me, this is one of the most fundamental pieces for every founder. As we all know, the holy grail of startups is getting to product market fit. You guys have probably heard about this a lot. And product market fit was a phrase coined by Michael Andreessen, the founder of Andreessen Horowitz and the browser. And basically, the definition is product market fit means being in a good market with a product that could satisfy that market. But what we also learned from a lot of the thought leaders before you get to product market fit is there is a stage that you do which is called the problem solution fit. Some of you who've read the Steve Blank Epiphany, 4 Steps to Epiphanies, and some of the lean startups methodologies, it teaches you when you start with creating a product, when you're building, you're solving a problem. So the first thing you do is you try to validate if your solution is a good solution for the problem that you've identified. And that's the problem solution fit. That's the stage that comes before the product market fit. Product market fit is when customers coming back, and you need to scale your product and go large. So the step that I believe that proceeds and comes first before even think about the problem is what I call the product market fit. I mean the founder market fit. And the founder market fit is basically solving a specific problem that you as a founder, you must be passionate about and you really have some deep understanding of. So this is the crux of it. I have worked with tens of more than 100 startups here in Silicon Valley in more than 15 years. And I've seen a lot of great successful companies and successful startups and not very successful startups. The ones who've succeeded have always been the founders who's had more of an emotional connection, who had an understanding of the problem that they were doing something. It's not about just brand new idea. It's just about really having a specific interest in a domain, in an area where these founders wanted to create good products. Those were a lot more successful than the ones who were out of it because of it was an economics or business opportunities. So those are the innovators that they go and build these companies. And in my definition of those innovators, it's all about leadership. And this leadership that I'm referring about is not about the essence of leaders that we look at people who are marching in the front and people following them. The essence of leadership, in my definition of it, where it starts and where it ends, is self-leadership. When we living our life, when I live my life by my own values, by my own principles, this is when I'm leading my life in the most effective way. This is the most challenging piece. And everything else kind of follows from there. So I believe leaders are really what leadership is all what entrepreneurship is about. And the word leadership is a definition that has been, the word is used and not necessarily one definition that works for it, that is uniform. So the definition that I found to be the most interesting is leadership is a congruent self-expression that creates value. So what I mean by that is a human showing up in the world is who you showing up with the skills, with the talents, with the knowledge that you know what you can create in a way that can create value. So, a musician is definitely a leader. This is someone who has identified a good skills and shows up and gives herself and comes across fully. This is the congruent self-expression. This is how she expressing herself and the music and beautiful sounds and melody and everything coming through. A mother is a leader also when she is expressing herself as fully with her motherhood and everything that she's doing. And that's the essence of leadership that I believe is important for the founders of these companies to look for. And to understand that their basic values, how they're going to lead and how they're going to build companies, it's going to start from knowing what their strengths are, what's their values about. So this congruent self-expression that creates value is based on really knowing yourselves and knowing where are the values that you have, where are the things that you can bring into this world, what we called it your gift. What is the gift that you could build on it? And this is where it comes and starts from. So as a founder, this is really where you need to more like look inside and decide what solutions, what areas that you want to build, what values you want to create in a domain that is consistent with who you are and that shows the best of your values. So it's good questions to ask about, what are the things that you personally care about? Who are the people that inspire you? These are the things that takes time to kind of learn about yourself. But you could identify these things if you look around and you understand you're always gravitating to solving problems that they're relating maybe to education space. So and that's probably because maybe you had a parent who is a teacher or something. So if you have this emotional connection with a domain, this is what you need to hone on to and understand the kind of things that you care about and build value and build companies from that perspective. So it's what do you personally care about? What is the pain that you really want to cure? What is the problem that bothers you? Most good companies were created by founders who were solving their own problems. And this is again about understanding the needs that is true to you, that you understand that is true to other people, and the knowledge that you have about that need and the knowledge that you have about creating the kind of solution that works is what's going to propel you to do these kind of solution that's going to be in the product that's going to be better than other people.